Again, Mrs. Camden, a disposition to be musical is all we can guarantee.
Good enough, Camden said. The full array of corrections for any potential gene-linked health problem, of course.
Of course, Dr. Ong said. Neither client spoke. So far, theirs was a fairly modest list, given Camden's money. Most clients had to be argued out of contradictory genetic tendencies, alteration overload, or unrealistic expectations. Ong waited. Tension prickled in the room like heat.
And, Camden said, no need to sleep.
Elizabeth Camden jerked her head sideways to look out the window. Ong picked up a paper magnet from his desk. He made his voice pleasant.
May I ask how you learned whether that genetic modification program exists?
Camden grinned.
You're not denying it exists. I give you full credit for that, Doctor.
Ong held his temper. May I ask how you learned whether the program exists? Camden reached into an inner pocket of his suit. The silk crinkled and pulled. Body and suit came from different classes. Camden was, Og remembered, a Yagaiist, a personal friend of Kenzo Yagai himself. Camden handed Ong hard copy, program specifications.
Don't bother hunting down the security leak in your databanks, Doctor. You won't find it. But if it's any consolation, neither will anybody else. Now.
He leaned forward suddenly. His tone changed. I know that you've created 20 children who don't need to sleep at all. That so far, 19 are healthy, intelligent, and psychologically normal. In fact, they're better than normal. They're all unusually precocious. The oldest is already 4 years old and can read in 2 languages. I know you're thinking of offering this genetic modification on the open market in a few years. All I want is a chance to buy it for my daughter now, at whatever price you name. Ong stood. I can't possibly discuss this with you unilaterally, Mr. Camden. Neither the theft of our data, which wasn't a theft. Your system developed a spontaneous bubble regurgitation into a public gate. You'd have a hell of a time proving otherwise. Nor the offer to purchase this particular genetic modification lie in my sole area of authority. Both have to be discussed with the Institute's board of directors. By all means, by all means. When can I talk to them, too? You? Camden, still seated, looked up at him. It occurred to Ong that there were few men who could look so confident 18 inches below eye level. Certainly. I'd like the chance to present my offer to whoever has the actual authority to accept it. That's only good business. This isn't solely a business transaction, Mr. Camden. It isn't solely pure scientific research, either, Camden retorted. You're a for-profit corporation here, with certain tax breaks available only to firms meeting certain fair practice laws. For a minute, Ong couldn't think what Camden meant. Fair practice laws are designed to protect minorities who are suppliers. I know it hasn't ever been tested in the case of customers, except for redlining in Y-energy installations. But it could be tested, Dr. Ong. Minorities are entitled to the same product offerings as non-minorities. I know the Institute would not welcome a court case, Doctor. None of your 20 genetic beta test families is either black or Jewish. A court? But you're not black or Jewish. I'm a different minority. Polish-American. The name was Kaminsky. Camden finally stood and smiled warmly. Look, it is preposterous. You know that and I know that, and we both know what a grand time journalists would have with it anyway. And you know that I don't want to sue you with a preposterous case just to use the threat of premature and adverse publicity to get what I want. I don't want to make threats at all, believe me, I don't. I just want this marvelous advancement you've come up with for my daughter. His face changed to an expression Ong wouldn't have believed possible on those particular features. Wistfulness.